Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are starting our Christmas decorating for 2024. We are decorating my living room Christmas tree and I'm so excited to be getting out all of the Christmas decorations, especially because we are a family of 4 this year, so we're experiencing Christmas with our little Wacy for the first time and I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and get started.
I'm the chosen, snow is falling, Elfie's calling, check my list twice, most of y'all done, sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging.
So I decided to go with a new Christmas tree this year, new house, new tree. So I got a little bit bigger of one and I'm super excited about it. We're gonna unbox it here in a second, but I got it from Hobby Lobby and it's the 7.5 foot snowy Edgewood pine and it was so pretty in the store and I've seen so many people use this tree. So I'm so excited to see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed and assembled so we can get it all decorated for Christmas.
Christmas lights are all around, I can see them now, it's like they spell your name, it's insane. Now we're back here once again, holidays and cheer, but now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe.
I am absolutely obsessed with this tree. It did not take much like fluffing or anything like that compared to my other Walmart tree that I have. This one was so easy for the most part. You had to just plug in the lights. I did have to have my husband's help with putting on the top section just because I was short and it was a little bit weird. You plug in the middle section and then you plug in the bottom and then it turns on and then you can plug in the top. That was definitely different than what I'm used to, but this is such a pretty flocked tree and I loved that it really didn't lose a ton of flocking. A lot of my other flocked things end up losing a lot of it, so this is such a good tree if you're in the market. It is like on the wider side, I would say, but we have the space for it, so it was okay. But right now I am just first starting out with doing a light fluffing. Like I said, I really didn't have to do much. For the most part, it kind of just stays where it needs to. So as I kind of decorated, if I needed to move a branch or two, I did that, but I just kind of was filling some of the holes and putting it in the best place. And then I set this up in the nighttime, and then the next day we went ahead and started all of the decorating, and I'm so excited to decorate this new tree. We're going with the red and white stripe theme. New day. This is how the tree is looking like, and I got my bins. This is what my tree was last year. We did the red and white stripe theme, and so I have all of my ornaments, picks, ribbons. I believe in here there might be a few things that don't belong with my tree, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull this all out, lay it out so I can just see everything, and then we can get to decorating. Okay, here's everything for my tree. These ornaments are from Hobby Lobby. They have them again this year, as well as these. Here are all of my picks that I have for my tree. Red sparkles. These are the 2 ribbons that I'm going to be using today on my tree, and they have both of them at Hobby Lobby. So there is that, the number 9 and then 35. This is from Walmart, and they have this again this year. And then here's the ribbons. I like to cut them into strips. These I would say are about 1 foot long each, so I'm going to show you a way that I use them today, and then I'll show you a different way that I also do ribbon on the tree when we decorate my tree in my bedroom. So to start, I always like to do the ribbon, and you're going to see how I do that here in just a second. I will probably do a voiceover on how exactly I do it, but this is just kind of an overview of everything I used last year. But I also got these from Hobby Lobby last year on clearance, and I might try to add a few of these in just to add a little bit more white into my tree. So let's go ahead and start with the ribbon. So with this ribbon, I initially was just kind of doing a striped ribbon and then a red ribbon, and I was just trying to put it within the tree, and I was kind of trying to do a striped line down and then a red ribbon line down, and I kind of just wasn't liking it, so I decided to start over, which is totally fine. And it definitely does take practice, especially with a new tree. I'm not used to this kind of a tree. And I will say I already had the pre-cut ribbons, and I almost wish that they were a few inches longer because there is a lot more gaps and the branches are bigger on this tree. So if you have kind of a bigger tree like this, I would say go bigger than a foot long with your ribbon, just so you have more room. If you end up needing less, that's great. You can also try out just a few and see if you like that size and figure out what size is best for you. So I might pick up some more ribbon and kind of switch it out here and there, since this is going to be my tree for a while now, just because of my other tree I could get away with the 12 foot because their branches were so much closer together. But instead what I'm doing is I am just starting out with the striped ribbon, and I'm just kind of putting it sort of at the same angle just throughout, kind of placing it in different holes and just kind of spacing it out. And I'll just kind of put it in one branch and then put it in the other and just make it look like it's kind of woven in, and I really like that look. Okay, I have all the striped ribbon on there. I probably will go in and add a few more, but I want to get started with adding this red ribbon just in kind of some of like the blank spaces, like putting some here and just kind of filling it in. And then once I get all of that ribbon on, we're gonna kind of look at it, see if we need to fill in. I do need to add ribbon to the back of the tree. That's something different that I normally don't have to deal with, is that there's windows. So I will have to decorate at least a little bit behind the tree. Not a ton, but at least enough that through the window you can tell it is decorated and not just through the front. So we're gonna go ahead and add this red ribbon now. And I will say, I would recommend getting, what size is this? The 2.5 inch rather than the 1.5. It's a little bit easier to work with. If I end up going to Hobby Lobby and finding a thicker red ribbon, I'll probably get that and swap it out. But for now, I am just gonna use this 1.5 inch, and if it's wired, that does help do ribbon a lot more. So just a few tips with the ribbon. I'm gonna try to get a few close-ups of me trying to put it into the tree and like get the woven look. And then after, it doesn't have to be perfect because I'll either add the picks or some ornaments to kind of hide where the ribbon kind of got tucked, you'll see. So that's kind of what I do there, but let's go ahead and add in this red ribbon.
It's going down on Christmas Day. Oh
now that all the ribbon is placed, I probably will still mix and match with it and fix it. But for now, what like the next steps are is if you have signs that you want to add, go ahead and add those now. Since I can't find mine, I'll probably add them later. I probably needed more than what I had anyway for this large of a tree, so I might just skip those this year. But then after that, you're going to want to add your biggest ornaments that you have or your picks. I'm going to go ahead and add in my picks now, just to give it some more dimension, and it just kind of gives it little pops so it's not just all circle ornaments. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. One thing that I also like to do is with like the picks is trying to find the holes and fill them there so it just isn't as like gappy throughout the tree, especially with this tree because this tree is really hard to kind of maneuver, so it makes it easier if you get some picks or just put some of your ornaments intentionally where there's the holes to kind of help fill the space.
Christmas is coming. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming, yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, yeah. Up late looking out the window.
A few things that I just wanted to mention as you're decorating a tree, tips and tricks, is when you're picking out ribbon and you have your Christmas theme, go ahead and choose one ribbon that kind of goes along with the theme, like whether it's a pattern, if your tree's snowman theme, whatever. Where mine is red and white stripes, I went ahead and chose a red and white stripe ribbon, and then for my second ribbon I went ahead and went with a solid ribbon, so I went with just a solid red ribbon. That way it's not too busy, but you do still have some cohesive look, because I do have that red in my tree with the red and white stripes, but it's not so busy, especially because when you add your picks, or if you have just specific ornaments, like if you are going with the snowman theme, you have snowmans, that way you just have some like just solid colors, so it's not as busy. And the picks definitely are a little busy. The red and white stripe theme, it can be, but overall I really do love this theme that I chose. Now that we have all of the picks in, we're going to go ahead and add the bigger ornaments. I always like to do the bigger ornaments and then we can fill in with some of the smaller ones. So let's go ahead and do that.
Christmas is coming, yeah. Spotting some sleigh rides and some jingle bells. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa.
So like I was saying, you kind of want to start with your bigger items first and then work your way to the smaller pieces, just because you'll have more room when you're starting with the bigger pieces first rather than at the very end trying to fit a bigger ornament. I will say I don't do super big ornaments. I just do like, I would say a medium size and then smaller sized. So where I did the ribbon first because that takes up the most room and it's harder to add the ribbon once you've added your ornaments. Then I do the picks because that's also kind of a bigger thing. And then I go with the medium size ornaments, or if you have the larger ones, you can do that. And then the smaller ones, just to kind of fill in those empty spaces. But that seems to work really good for me, and it kind of just helps create a really full tree. I will say I normally like a more full tree than what I already have, but because this is such a bigger tree, I didn't have as many ornaments, so I probably will go and pick up maybe a few more red ornaments that are just like plain red. I feel like I want a little bit more red in my tree, so that's one thing. You don't have to get everything for your tree all at once. You can make it just super simple, and this by any means, like for me, isn't simple. Like it still is pretty busy, but you can just slowly add to your tree every year and just have fun with it. That way it's just not the same thing every year. You can kind of change it. So like this year I got my new tree, so my tree looks completely different than how it did last year. And that's with decorating too. You don't have to decorate the same way that you did last year. Go ahead and try different ways using your decorations, and then your old decorations don't seem like they're just overused, but you're using them in new spaces and they can feel new, and you can feel like you're getting a change every single Christmas. Let me know in the comments, do you use a tree skirt or a tree collar? I personally love the look of a tree skirt, so that's what I always tend to use, or I just use a blanket. But this is how the Christmas tree turned out for Christmas 2024 in our living room. I'm absolutely obsessed, and I love the way that it turned out. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. Would you do anything different? Would you add anything? Let me know. Be sure you're subscribed because we are going to be sharing tons and tons of Christmas decorating over the next few weeks, and I'm so excited. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in the very next one. Bye, you guys.